Welcome back, you guys. It's prom season. Yay! Today we're going to do a soft sparkle prom look. So the first thing we're doing is starting off with our brows. We're brush back our brows with a spoolie. Next, we're filling in our brows and we're starting at the tail end and working our way up to the front of the brows. Next, we're going with our concealer and we're going to shape out our eyebrows and then pull the concealer down to our eyelids. We're doing it on both sides. Next, we're going in with a highlighting concealer and we're going to repeat the process of shaping out the brows and pulling down that concealer onto our eyelids. Then we're going in with a powder and we're going to set both concealers. Next, you're going in with a foundation or a color tint, one that is closest to your skin tone, and we're going to shape out our brows, on top. Now you see that gap, we're going to fill it in with that foundation tint. And we're going to also apply powder to the eyebrows and where we put the foundation tint. Next, we're going in with a transition shade and we're applying it all over our eyelids. Next, we're going in with a brown. You guys want to pack on that shadow and you're going to apply it to the outer V of the eye and stay in that area. So make a V and just keep blending back and forth, but stay in the outer V of the eye. Do it to both sides. And you're also going to drag it out a little. So you see where the tail end of my brow is? I'm dragging it out slightly as I blend. Next, you're going in with a darker brown. If you don't have brown, you can use black, but just be careful with the black because we don't want it to overpower the brown. So you're going to go in with a darker brown and you're going to create another V and you're going to apply it inside where that brown is, that lighter brown is. And you're going to blend it out, blend it into that lighter brown on both sides. So I used a smudging brush and I just kept doing small dabs and dabs and dabs. Next, you're going in with a gel eyeliner, or if you don't have, use a liquid eyeliner. And you're going to just follow your lash line. So I begin way at the front where the duck of the eye is, and I just followed the lash line. Like I always tell you guys, just do small strokes, small strokes. That's the easiest way I know how to explain it. We're not creating a wing, we're just following the lash line. No wing. And we're doing it to the next side. I'm concentrating very, very harshly, as you can tell. Okay. Next, we're going to go in with a white eyeliner. And I apply it to the waterline of your eye. So you see the waterline, the lower waterline, I'm applying that white inside. And this gives it, a pop. Now, for the best part, we're going to go in with a sparkle. So we're using an iridescent sparkle. And I apply it to the lids. But you see where the lighter part of the shadow is? I'm applying the sparkle only there at the beginning of my eye. Right there. And I'm concentrating on applying it with the brush and just upwards, and anywhere where there's a little bit of lightness, I apply the sparkle. And I do go back with my pinky, there you go, to just apply it everywhere right there, as you can see, staying in the front area. Next, I'm going in with a mascara on both lashes. Here I applied falsies off camera. Now we're doing concealer and we're going to apply it very heavily. So yeah, like that. Next, I'm applying it to my sides of my nose, under my mouth, the sides of my cheeks, I should say my jawline actually, sides of my jawline. And then I'm going in with a flat, bigger brush and I'm blending out the concealer. I'm focusing on the tricky areas like under the eye, the corners of the eye. So the brush really helps getting all those tight areas, tricky areas. Then I apply some of that concealer onto the forehead and above my eyebrows, the top of my eyebrows. Next, I go in with a brush, and guys, please blend out the concealer past. Blend it way, like drag it out. See, drag it out to where the tail end of your eyebrows is. And then I also blend out the concealer, toward all over my nose. Yeah. And I apply it under my nose, just blend it out. Now here, so this is going to be a very interesting, we're doing it a little bit different today. I did apply concealer on the jawline. I'm blending it out with the brush. Now I'm going in with powder, and I'm applying that powder to where I applied the concealer under my eyes. And that's the only area we're applying powder for as of now. Now we're going with our foundation. Now here's the tricky part I was talking about. We're going to apply it to just where patches. We're not applying the whole thing on our face, just areas. And you're going to see, it's going to give you're going to see to the end, just stick to the end. Follow me here. Yeah, so we're applying the foundation inside of where we applied the concealer on our jawline and on the forehead, and make sure to blend out the foundation into your hairline, because we don't want it to look like, why is this part and that part different? No, we want it all to be cohesive. So we're blending it into the hairline. Now you see where that little gap is between the concealer, both concealers. We're taking those two browns, mixing them, and applying it right there. Applying contour right there. And then we're applying that same contour to the sides of our forehead. Yep, I'm making sure it's well blended. Then we're going to go back to where we applied the contour and just keep blending out that contour. Next, we're going to use that same two brown shadows that we mixed in the beginning, and we're going to apply it as contour again to the sides of our nose. So for the contouring your nose for this one, we're going to just work on just blending out the sides. You don't have to bring it up this time, but just stay blending out the sides. Next, you're going with a lighter shade, and you're going to apply it in the middle of where we applied that contour on the nose. Next, we just apply a little bit of powder of where there's any excessive sheen that we don't want. Now we're going to apply blush. So you see where the contour is ending. Right there near the nose, we're going to apply blush. So we're applying it like the full style. Now we're going in with a brown lip liner, and I'm just, mapping out my lips. If you are a lighter complected lady, you don't have to apply the brown lip liner. But for us darker skin ladies, we tend to like that to give a more natural appearance. And now we're applying the pink to the lips, and I go in with like a brown gloss to just blend it all together. I spray to keep the makeup set, and this is the final look. Happy prom season, you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.